It's finally here. G'day mates and welcome to Manor Lords. If you're seeing this video when it's just coming out, I am probably live right now streaming Manor Lords. Go check me out down below, link is in the description or in the pinned comment. If you haven't heard of this yet, I'm honestly surprised because this feels almost as hyped as Terra Invicta. But it is a medieval city builder slash management slash RTS kind of thingy. You know, it's a lot of things and I'm very excited to get into it. Unlike TI, however, I have basically no idea what's happening as I go in. So I've done a little bit of a test run, just a small one, just to learn the basic controls, but for the most part, I am completely fresh on this, and I have not, read up on all of the finer details of the system. We shall play as Albrecht, and frankly, I'm keeping that name because I fucking love that name. It's actually so good. But we are going to need a slightly better shield than just... I believe that's a beehive that says North on it when the family fights over who gets to put what on the shield. But I want to put my breeches. I'm actually really happy with what I've made here. I've got obviously the Aussie colors and then some sort of bear, but I made it gold with a nice black outline, and my god, it looks beautiful. Oh, my men are gonna look so good marching into battle. So, you have to choose one of the setups. Now, in this case, we're gonna go for Restoring the Peace, where there are two territories in the north that have been claimed by an illegitimate baron, whose castle is located off of the map. That reminds me of some Pathfinder campaign. And then there is, of course, on the edge, which is grow your city and raise force as quick as you can, because you're harassed by raiders and undefended settlements will perish. And then there is simply a grow and have a nice town kind of thing. We're going to go for the middle of the line. We're going to go for the default. We're going to play the exact, just basic, what we've got, and we'll see how we go. I'm tossing up whether or not I stick to this save for the stream. I suppose we'll decide that when I go live tonight. I guess you'll find out. Go click on the link below. Now, the thing that really tickled me about this when I started setting up was the oxen, and I gotta set up like some building first to show you exactly what I mean. First of all, welcome to the regions. So these are the areas the Baron has claimed. The king has sent us to expel him, and we must remove this illegitimate traitor from these lands. Even better, I can write him a letter that just says, kill yourself. Our region has a berry deposit which is seasonal and growing. It's got some iron, it's got some clay, it's got some stone, and wild animals. The house building in Manor Lords is honestly fascinating. You put out houses like this with a customizable kind of build area, and then you can even leave room for extensions on the back. You can put down like 6 houses at once with this by putting down a big load of them. Just like this, you go, whoop. Oh, there's way more than 6. There you go. Put down 9 or 10 houses at once. There you go. And you can see as you move it around, they get extensions. There we go. Now, my villagers are setting about their tasks, but this is the thing that really got me, is when I saw my guy, his name's Conrad, take the ox, look at this! And the oxen actually drag the supplies around town. Having livestock is essential to your construction industry. I just thought this was like super almost dwarf fortressy in the way that supplies are slowly getting lugged around and shit. Very big fan of this. And speaking of supplies, we need to set up our storehouses. Oh, you know I'm gonna love a game when it's got a whole logistics tab. We're going to start with a storehouse here, and soon we'll get a granary, but unfortunately we are out of timber. We need to wait for this logging camp to get built. We're gonna put it on high priority construction. Then it can start logging the surrounding trees, and we can build the rest of our buildings that we need. We still have a lot of people who are homeless, and we have supplies out in the open where they can be damaged. This is exactly as depressed as I want all of my peasants always looking. Bro's hammering dirt. This is the sort of hopelessness I have impounded into these peasants. I have ruined all hope of a better... They're all pounding the dirt now, look at this. It's a ritual. They do it 3 times a day, and they pray that their lord does not bring the wrath upon them. And then one day I'm like, oops, not enough people hit the dirt, famine. So in a move I really like, you don't actually assign people to a workplace, you assign families. Yes, Don Toretto. You fill this up, there we go. So we now have 3 families who are loggers, and they're gonna start chopping down the nearby trees, piling them up, and giving us some timber, which is good because literally everything we are building right now needs timber. Oh my god, we just need so much timber. Hello, Mr. Ox, how are you? His name's Toman. I'm starting to understand why they hit the dirt. It seems to have magical powers. There's new mercenary companies available. Now this, honestly, I adore. I looked at this before. Here's the Wayward Sons. They're new to the region. They hail far from the west in the region of Francia. They rarely mix with the locals. They nurse their drinks in the deep woods. We have local thugs. Okay. And then we have brigands for hire, which is slightly better than local thugs. Last time I had, like, the band of merry men. I had Robin Hood's people. Hitching post is down. We've got a granary there as well. We're moving everything over to the main camp. I do want to get a gathering station set up for the berries and maybe a hunting station for the animals. But I think I'm going to wait for the houses first so that my people are less homeless and less mad at me. Much like Dwarf Fortress, you have limited areas that you can actually put the well in. So I'm going to put my well down here. Which means there's a little walk from the village to get the well and get some water to get back, but hey, you know what? When I was a kid, in my home village, I had to walk all the way down the hill, and then further down the hill to avoid the brigands that followed me when I walked down the hill, and then all the way back again. And it was always snowing. Oh, I kind of love how they get the fence around the whole part of land that they own. This is just their storage area out back because I don't have an extension for them yet. Oh, but I could construct one. A chicken coop or a vegetable garden or a goat. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh, an armorer's workshop. We could recreate the Cultural Revolution and just destroy our nation. Backyard furnaces for everyone. Now, here is something that I actually just kind of adored. Like, it really tugged at my vintage story heart here. This is the marketplace. So when you put down a marketplace, here we go. It is the lifeblood of your town. The assigned families will set up stalls automatically as long as there's enough space. They will check, supply and demand to set up their stalls, and then the plots that are closest will get their market requirements filled first. So if we look back at some of these houses, similar to Anno, I believe the game was called, we've got water access. Well, we're building a well, to get that solved. They want a church. They want access to a fuel stall, which sounds a bit odd, but it just means firewood. They want firewood. They want food, and they want clothing, and we're setting all of those up now. Oh, now this is cool. So one of the things it said is, like, if you can't grow enough of your own food, you should always be prepared to construct a good trading network to get your food instead. And I think food carts here are exactly that. Yeah, I'm going for forestry management. Oh yeah, should mention, by the way, I have cinematic day-night cycle on. It's entirely an optional thing, and it's entirely a, what do you call it? Visual thing. Cosmetic. There we go. See? I can just turn it off. I just wanted to see what my my village looked like at night. Oh, dude, look at the little chickens go! Oh, this is... It's actually beautiful how detailed this game is. How you can just get down right down to the floor and be like, yep, these are my chickens. These are the... Wait, can I select the chicken as a... Oh my god, the chickens have names. End line. Hey, buddy. You are at the end of the line. It's my dinner table. An animal ran away? What? Okay, so I've actually broken my save here by letting my oxen run away when I was trying to move hitching posts. Turns out, much like Dwarf Fortress with a... Bandits are stealing my eggs. Interesting. With Dwarf Fortress with the anvil, if you don't have an oxen... I think you may just be screwed. I need more regional wealth to buy one, but I can't get more regional wealth because I can't build anything to trade or any way to get money, so... I'm gonna restart. Shit! Okay, given that I can buy a new oxen this time, I'm gonna take the risk of deleting my old hitching post, because Sam said he just deleted his and it was fine, and the oxen didn't run away. Oh, okay, he worked this time. He's actually hooked up to my new thing. Okay, I don't know why it failed last time, but there we go. Oh, that's very cool. When a population of a herd drops to below this number, workers will stop hunting, so you can automatically manage your herds. That's really nice. Try a field size of about 1 Morgan. Morgan, get over here! Oh, I see. This is 0 Morgan. Oh. Oh my god! Oh, that's Guten Morgan! Actually, I'm growing wheat, so it's more like gluten Morgan. Yes, you actually have to leave fields fallow in order to correctly farm in the next year. That's amazing. Oh, shit. You can expand the living space on some of these plots. See, there's like this little extra house bit on the side here. That can become an actual house that someone can live in and double the maximum family count. Oh, a bandit camp. Oh, good God. I think they like nearly outnumber my village. Oh my God. Winter sets in. Oh my. All right, well, let's go through my village now that I've kind of rebuilt it after the oxen incident. We have our logging camp up here. We have a sheep farm under construction, which I actually kind of love. Here's a little sheep pasture there. Bandits keep stealing from us. Not really sure where they're actually stealing from right now, but we do have a hunting lodge here. Berry season is just ending. We are going to stop foraging for berries soon. Down here, we have the woodcutter's lodge. We're getting some firewood, which is really important because we're out of it. Do a quick change here. I'm going to stop picking the berries because they're done, and I need more firewood because we're all going to freeze to death. We've got our livestock and our trading post up. We've got more families than ever filtering in. Now that we have a positive approval rating, it's over 50%. We're going to keep getting more and more families coming in. Oh, there we go. We just sold something at the trading post. Man, this game is really comfy so far. I think it is a... Oh, whoa, hold on. Oh, that looks so cool. Your little town on the map. But yeah, no, I was gonna say, I think it is like the right kind of middle line between a lot of medieval city builders go way too hard on the city builder side, and they kind of remove the actual like in-person side. A lot of go for the more RTS side, and they lose on the city builder side. Banished, I think, was something I really enjoyed. I really liked the game Banished, except until I'd built my town, and then I was like, oh, there's nothing going on. I don't really care about what's going on. And this kind of reminds me of Banished with the whole setup. You're building a little village. It's all, you know, slow, and you're slowly expanding your shitty little fucking peasant town. But it clearly has this case of, okay, we're gonna go to the point of I'm now gonna have like an actual mansion, and sorry, a manor rather, and an army. I'm gonna go fight brigands, you know. I've actually got goals and things to worry about and work towards and industries to set up, which Banished really lacked. I found it had... Honestly, I would say no end game, but I didn't think it had a mid game either. Once you'd like gotten your town set up, that was kind of it. I think I'm gonna make the House of God nice and central. I honestly really like that position for the church. It means the graveyard's there, we've got the church that everyone's gonna visit, you know, the community center right in the middle of town, and it's got this kind of nice little forest out back. I really want to keep this forest here for as long as I can. Damn, we're already up to 99 regional wealth, which means, if I check, we should actually... Yes, we are importing sheep right now. And the sheep should, yep, be stored up in our sheep farm. There you go, that's our first sheep. End lane. Oh, you're a sheep herder with a little sheep crook thing. What do they do with this thing, by the way? Do they use it to like hook the sheep? I mean, like my family are farmers, they're just not sheep farmers. So I've never really known this question. Like, what do you actually use the hook for? When the sheep gets uppity, you just like yank it around the neck and drag it over here as like a dog leash, but medieval. I don't know. I can hear an oxen just, oh, there he is. I can hear you from half the town away, Agnes. Wait, no, Agnes is the name of the woman. Sorry about that, I did not mean... Oh, there's different connotations, anyway. So when we go to form militiamen, we've got recruits here, which I assume are just all the male villagers. Seems to be so. We have 20 spears and 20 shields, so we'll make a spear militia, and that gives us a 20-strong militia. They can then go arm themselves, and then we can rally and actually use them. I still don't know how they work, but that is the concept behind the militia. Face the winter and have your settlers not abandon you. I just got an achievement. I mean, actually, it was a really happy winter. Everyone was fine. Winter was great this year. Did you hear they're building a new church, Father? Oh, the combat looks so cool. This is one of the few things I have looked into a little bit, and the kind of like the formation drawing of combat. It looks so fucking cool. I think the best thing to... Ooh, if we slow this down. Oh, morale is the willingness to fight. Let me just read all this real quick. Some stances become unavailable. Eventually, the unit will flee from battle. Fatigue, they become tired whilst running. Effectiveness is the attack and defense multiplier. Archer struggle while shooting in the rain. Okay, alright. Oh, gotcha. Okay, there's all that stuff. They're all, you know, it's called 86% effective right now because of fatigue and cohesion. Gotcha. Stand your ground, balanced, push forward, missile alert. Oh, this is awesome. Give ground. Oh, luring the enemy to follow. Get your own cannon. Oh my god. Run to positions, hold. This is very, very cool. Militia and retainers return to their daily lives as civilians. Mercenaries will leave your service.
Stand fast. Push forward.
Oh man, I'm kind of actually adoring this. Let's disband the units for now. Everyone go home. All right, militia duty's done. Go home. But what I was gonna say is what this kind of reminds me of in a strange roundabout fashion, is A Song of Ice and Fire, the tabletop role-playing game, made by Green Ronin. It has a lot of very cool things about it. One of the things it has is social combat, where your character can engage in combat, and well, necessarily conflict, in social situations, and you roll it as if it was a real combat. Obviously, it's different skills and everything, but the end result is that you can play someone like Cersei, and let's say you're not a very charismatic person at the table, you can still play a charismatic person because your character actually can take those actions. And if you win a social combat, there's various outcomes. Like you might have seduced a person, you might have convinced a person that you were correct, you might have angered a person or goaded them to do something they shouldn't have done, you know, you might have made them screw up, etc., etc. But the thing I liked the most about the setting was the mass combat. So all of the characters in that game were either part of a house or they were their own house, depends on how you ran it. We ran it as like separate houses. And your houses have your regiments. Now the thing is, if you have like peasant regiments made up of your peasantry, you know, drawn from the people, which most medieval armies were, you know, most medieval armies weren't dedicated knights. But those guys, if you lost them in the battle, let's say you won a battle, but you lost like 2/3 of your forces, you lose those peasants when you go back home and you have to go back and, you know, farm the fields again. You realize, I don't have anyone to, you know, harvest the crops because all my peasants died during the campaigning season. I just think it was a very, like, fascinating kind of connection of the home front, you know, of your economy, of your village, of your house, and of the war. So mass combat wasn't just a case of, it's a game of chess, and if I win, I win. It was, is it worthwhile me fighting this battle and winning, but losing hundreds of my peasants? And I feel like this game is going to have very similar scenarios. This may be one of those games where, you know, if the bandits are like, hey, Smoothskin, pay us $10 and we'll leave you alone, or we'll attack your camp. Maybe it'll be one of the few games where it's actually worthwhile to pay them $10, because having someone die could just be critically bad for you when it comes to trying to keep the village alive. And, you know, kind of keep your population moving. Yo, we got a second sheep here. Gahaws. Funnily enough, that's what I've been calling Beatrix. Hey-yo. Wait, church bells? Hold on. I got an achievement for ringing a church bell, but... Alright, I mean, look, I know it's a new game. I gotta go check. I have to go see. Damn it, I checked and I couldn't find an easy way to replace the church bell sound with whatever I wanted. But hey, we do indeed have a church bell now. We can ring it whenever we want. No. Oh, I like that one. That's very... Okay, it's gonna sound insane. That's very RPG Maker-esque. Like, I just feel like that's a sound effect from, like, every bad RPG Maker game I've ever played. Another ruler's army was sighted. Uh-oh. The light mercenary infantry, flock of crazy geese. Light mercenary spearmen. The light mercenary archers. Oh, they're cleaning up the bandits, I see. I love that they give me an option for smell-o-vision. Look how stanky my town is. Actually, the air quality is really good. Wait until we get a couple of tanneries up. Oh, this is gonna look so nice. Dude, I love windmills. I know it's such a weird thing to say. I just love windmills. Ever since I've been a kid, riding in cars, I used to get so excited looking out the window seeing windmills, alright? Dumbest thing to admit, but good God. Kid me loved a good windmill. Oh, check this out. This is the little second house on that family. Oh, man. We got a vegetable garden going out back as well. We've got the chicken coop over there. Got some goats being set up over here for hides. There we go. Look at this. Little goat house. Oh my God. I love that she says that. That's so cool. Listen to little market call-outs. That's adorable. Oh, it's an abandoned firewood stall. There's a food one. What's the rest? Firewood, food. Let's get that clothing stall underway, shall we? Oh, wait. I think this pasture is actually just kind of storage. I think I need to move the livestock to the sheep farm itself. Okay, right, yeah. I did just have them in a pasture for no reason. We could have actually just stored them on this farm all along. Okay. Oh, there we go, this guy! Full supply! Excellent, I can upgrade to level 2 now as well. There we go. Beautiful. Honestly, once you get going, it really feels like you get going. I'm able to just constantly expand now because I keep getting families filtering in, and now that I've got the basics handled, I can spend those families on focusing different tasks down. Also, Very helpful. I prefer my priest to simply scare the townsfolk. At any point in the day, he just starts rapidly ringing the bell with no explanation. Oh, level 2s can start producing wooden parts and shields, war bows, shoes. Why is the bell ringing? Is that just... Get the okay, the fucking... The priest got me! He got me! I was like, why is the bell ringing? Ah, that cheeky git. Ah, I hoisted by my own petard right there. I really got myself with that one. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I really love the fact that you do just have straight little, like, craft houses for your citizens. This is so much more realistic to how it was actually historically done, as opposed to everything being done in, like, industrial warehouses specifically laid out. I love the town design of this game. It's so cool. Right, so I think no matter what, if it's a level 2, what is it? Burgage plot? Is it bagage? How do you even say that? What is that word?
Burgage.
Burgage comes from borough, and it's like it basically means a rental property in a borough is a burgage. So there you go. That's what these are. But I was gonna say, yeah, the level 2s seem to all become artisans when you upgrade their outside, but the level 1s, assuming I can find one. There we go, like these guys. These ones, they don't become artisans, so they can still keep doing whatever else they want. Now, a level 2 burgage requires a tavern supply and a small stone church, as well as some shoes, clothes, and cloaks. What are they just fighting each other for fun? All right. Oh, we just got harvested. Oh, look at all this. All right, hell yeah. So now we throw in someone to do the windmill and someone to do the oven, and we'll get some bread in production soon. Dude, this town's awesome. I can't wait until bandits burn it down. It's gonna be so much fun. To be genuine about one thing that is wait, visit? No. I was about to shit on this game. I was literally about to say one of the negatives about it, and then it lets me do this. Oh my god. Hello, citizens. Poor quality? Yes, quiet. You get nothing like this at my man. It's disgusting. You eat this. Oh, I bet my spit's gonna make it taste better. Ugh. Please let me do combat rolls through the town. That's my main request, Manor Lords. Please let me dive and do combat rolls as I run around my town for no fucking reason. I don't want there to be any combat. I just want the ability to do combat rolls. Oh wait, you got somewhere to be, buddy? You got somewhere to, huh? You got somewhere to be, buddy? You got somewhere to, oh. It's like I'm not even real to them. Hey guys, what you building over here? This is genuinely the coolest shit. Are you kidding me, man?
Lift this beam to the roof.
Yeah, you guys do that. I'll work on this beam, all right? God, I'm so distracted from my actual city. Like, my city's gonna be burning down, and I'm just here helping build a house. All right, I got the beam. Give me a hand. Come on. I'll be honest, that's maybe the best feature in the whole game. I love that. That's so fun. I hadn't even noticed that was there until now. Love features like that. You shouldn't make a city builder if you're not gonna let me experience my city. Love it. What I was going to say is that I do think the game needs a little bit in the way of, like, a planner, a management planner or something like that. Because as far as I can tell right now, there is nothing of the sort. What I mean by that is basically just that, like, I want to know what my families are assigned to. So, as you can see here, I've got, like, oh, my family's got 3 level 2s, 20 level 1s. I've got the people who are assigned, people who are unassigned. I just don't know what they're assigned to, where they are, how many were assigned to each. You know, I have to kind of click around and do everything manually. So I do hope they add a sort of ledger system to kind of automate a lot of that. You know, if I'm like, oh god, you know, it's winter and now all of my berries are no longer useful, I shouldn't have to go around and click on every forager hut and get rid of all them all. Hopefully, they'll add a ledger that just lets you go, and you just get rid of all of your berries. Oh my god, hold on. High Canal's being... Well, that's... Use the king's favor coming soon. Resolve the claim on the battlefield. Guys, they have like an actual military force there of 36 men. Even if they are screaming in terror and fear, but I don't think I can do that. I think I just have to ignore that for now. I don't think my 20-man militia is gonna stand up to them. I'm gonna pay the money it takes to build a trade route for spears, and I'm gonna start importing some spears so we can actually get a couple of these. I want at least, I think 10 more, I think is the way to go, yeah. Now, shields are loads more expensive, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that for now. One thing I will remark is that I really like how powerful these development options are. For example, this one is establishing a new trade route only costs a max of 25, which if you're like, oh, how much does that matter? If you go to, say, weapons, this is 96, 92, 68, 60, 60, 96, 86, 60. You could change all of these to 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. And I really like that. Also, this music is incredible, by the way. I just wanted to stop and say that, but I really like that because this is encouraging me to play differently. I could play a village that survives off trade, but, you know, crafts loads of weapons and sells them and then they get their food through trade. Or I could create a village that is dedicated to farming. As they were saying here, if you get the heavy plow, suddenly large fields become way more viable. Similarly, I could do a focus on sheep, which is sheep breeding, you know, all this kind of stuff. They're pretty slow to get these points, so it does seem like I'm actually having to make a decent choice here. You know, I'm getting about a point an hour, though I could probably do it a lot faster if I was just rushing the tech tree. Oh, for the artisan good places, they have to focus on various things. Okay, so we've got clothes, gambesons, and cloaks. I also don't actually know what goes into making shoes, the cobbler. I don't think it actually, like, has it listed. I just know he's a shoemaker. Does it tell me? No, it just says Nable's production. Odd. I don't know what it requires then. Leather, probably, I'm gonna guess. Well, with that all said, I'm gonna get my third tailor's shop, so we have someone covering each good. We'll have the cobbler. We've got this, which is just a level 2. I'm gonna leave it as is so that the families can do other work. And we have a joiner being made down here so we can build shields. We've started buying more spears. As you can see, we've now got 30 spears, but only 20 shields. So we need to somehow make those shields. I think next we're going to set up our mining pits to get our clay and iron moved back to town. Oh, right, yeah, those raiders that we were meant to be preparing for. Right, the raiders that we're preparing for. The raiders that we're ready for, right, yeah, those raiders. Those raiders, okay. To arms! Grab your weapons! The bandits come! Dun 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 dun! Oh, why are they 101% effective? My boys are only 70%. Alright, I need to get some, like, good defensive positions. Who is this, like, random trader in the middle of the two fighting armies? See, there you go. Once they've, like, sat down, their effectiveness shoots up. Alright. They're currently balanced. Let's slightly adjust my positioning. Oh, they're running at me! Get him! Get him! Oh! Oh, this is brutal! Oh, dude, on the outside edge here. Get him, get him, get him, come on! Come on, get that flank in, buddy! Oh, this is beautiful! We're gonna fight him in the trees. Okay, unfortunately, the brigand's effectiveness is staying a lot higher than mine is. I'm becoming a bit afraid. I can't believe... Oh, we've just lost, like, our first guys. Oh, they lost 5 guys. Oh my god, I lost 1 dude. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take this battle, actually. I'm gonna keep my balanced option going. They keep switching between defensive and offense. They can't decide. Oh, yeah, they're crumbling. Their line's crumbling. Yo, did you see that? Oh my god! Brutal executions. We lost 1 man, and we have routed the brigands.
Yes, sire.
Oh man, that combat? That's phenomenal. That is some of the best medieval combat I think I've ever seen. That's better than like Total Wars, with how actually like brutal and drawn out it is. Medieval fights were not like these huge things where armies slammed into each other and had immediate success. They were generally grueling fights where just the front line was fighting and actually doing all the work. Most people didn't die in the battle itself, most people die in the rout that follows the battle. It's really that if you just don't rout, you are so much less likely to die. But on the other hand, you could be massacred to a man if you just stand and fight forever, so who knows. Yeah, the neighboring regions are much better at growing barley and flax. We can only grow rye and then, like, only kind of. We're really not doing great with the farming here. So let's start importing some crops, I guess. Like, I want a dedicated barley route. Good. And I want a dedicated flax route. And I want to import both of these until we have 10 at a time. I think at this point, save for the ones that require points to unlock. I think I've used just about every building. I don't have a pack station because I don't need one yet. I think I've used everything else. I don't have a corpse pit. Haven't built one of those yet. But I think everything else I've built at least one of. And I still need the manor. This is what lets us get, you know, what do you call it? Treasury and actually start building up money and start taking over the region. But our village itself, at this point, is pretty close to finished. We're just getting the new construction area underway, the smithies. Here we go, the bloomery, the smithy, the clay furnace, and the charcoal kiln. Editor Rimmy here for a moment. I think actually by the end I've realized that I was able to build the manor at that point. When I finally did build the manor, it still looked like I hadn't unlocked it, but I could just click it and place it, and I could, so I have a feeling I was actually able to build it at this point. Look how cramped it's already getting in here. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Excuse me, gentlemen. Heard the marketplace had an upgrade. How are we all today? Oh man, I wonder, can you rename people? Okay, so you can indeed rename people, but it's per person. That would take a lot longer than per family, you know? Okay, his name is now Endress, but alright, hell yeah. I'm glad you can rename people. God damn, I've got to say, the iron deposits and such, they empty fast. Oh, I see. So if it's placed over a rich deposit, you can change it to a deep mine that lasts forever. So, right, so I'd probably want like a rich stone deposit, which would last forever. And then I would want to go for this rich iron, definitely as like my next expansion kind of thing. And then, where would the rich clay? There we go. Right, okay. I really like how limited resources are in this. That's genuinely something I adore. It's making me make hard decisions. Like, I would normally never want to import barley and flax, but the fact that I just can't grow it here, well, can't efficiently grow it here, is really good. It means that I just overproduce the goods I am good at producing, and I sell those off and I buy them in. I realized halfway through that sentence I'm explaining the fucking basic concept of money and trade. Maybe I didn't need to add that, you know? Maybe that commentary wasn't necessary. Oh, God. Well, either way, our deposits are nearly done, so we can take the disgusting rural families that I insulted a bunch back home now. I mean, I guess we are just going to tear down their houses. I can just leave this one here. The people like living here anyway. They got some veggies. This place I'm definitely tearing down, though. You're not going to live here. Check this out. Instead of doing 5 houses, I can go for 3, and then they can all have an extension, which actually means that's 6 families right there. Hell yeah. That's dense urban planning in my desolate village. Here's my flax merchant. What about this guy? Oh, and there's my barley merchant. So right now what my people really want is just ale for the tavern, and they want the church to be upgraded, which has already happened, so that's going on right now. But ale for the tavern, a steady supply of ale, is proving to be a difficult thing to get. The brewery really isn't making much right now. There you go, I think it made its first bit of ale. And there you go, I think those are the first 2 ales. 3! Amazing, they will probably disappear quickly. So for a brief moment, we truly have a steady supply of ale. I think we need a lot more malt, and it's just so expensive I can't afford it. I gotta say, I think I started in a rough region. My only real resources are berries and animals. I'm kind of having to get by and everything else. Even my farming is not good. My wheat, after being fallow for 2 years, is only gonna be 35%. I've hit a bit of a choke point here, even though my town is going great. Everything's nice, the problem is just money. I need more regional wealth. And the problem with that is the things that I can actually sell that are gonna make me money, like these tools, I can't because I need a trade route first, and those are hyper expensive. So we're gonna have to stop importing shit for a bit. We're gonna have to build up a bunch of money, and then we can start setting up trade routes specifically for these goods so I can go and sell them. You know, I understand that the level 2 guys just put cloaks on, but why did the level 3 guys become necromancers? Hold on, I was honestly kind of quiet for a while because I was just waiting for my money to figure itself out, but... Oh, where do I want to live? Oh, you know what, I like windmills. I'm living across from the windmill. Can I... Okay! I actually got my mana down! Okay, this is the castle planner. Here you can edit the layout of your castle and plan the construction of new wings and towers. I had no idea this was in the game at all. Very cool. Outer turret walls and gates, garrison tower, tax office, cosmetic only. Oh. So I can put like that over there and it becomes a gate. Oh, so you can actually like wall in various buildings if you wanted. Okay, you know what? We don't really need most of this. Let's just get down a nice outer tower. There we go. This way we can shoot at any bandits that come trying to kill us. And I'll throw down a garrison tower out back. There we go. Yes, here we are. Click on the taxes tab to set levels of taxation. It can boost your treasury and your influence at the cost of making your population poorer. All right, I will take a ooh. Okay, it's fine. People love me. I'll take it. Surplus of food that is given to the church in exchange for influence. Oh, I see. I'll take a little bit of food. We can give a little bit of food to the church, and we'll take 10% of their income. I suck at crops anyway. That's just a good choice, right? Let me try it. Screw it. Let's do it. Okay, you can unsign them. All right, so good. What? Sorry, I was just going around my town looking at various buildings and noticed that my church has 8 dead bodies in storage. Can I jump fences? What's the deal with this? Oh no, I'm just all right, so we actually have to run around the pasture. Here we go. Man, roads are for me as well as for my citizens. This is so nice. Oh, look at him with a hand cart. Someone else should help him, not me. I'm busy. Here's the manor. Now, it's small to start off with. That's all we really need. We've got this beautiful, almost Chernara-style entrance right here. Can I come in? No? Okay. Perfectly understood. Got some nice murder holes, or potentially windows. Over here, we have the garrison tower, which appears to have forgotten the stairs. Excellent. That's going to mean that the garrison can't flee if a battle starts. There's no option for them. And then over here, we have the watchtower that the defenders can shoot out of. Now, I don't actually think I can get in there, sadly, though it really looked like I could. But oh my god, alright. Oh, dude, the windmill, though, looks awesome, actually. I didn't realize it was on this little stilt. Oh, that's so cool. And you can see the ladders falling down there from the ladder that you get up. It can't have been more efficient to make windmills like this, surely. Unless maybe it was because you could move them. And maybe it was easier to, like, move a windmill to where you needed it, but, like, why would you... I don't know, I'm asking, like, the medieval historians in chat, why would you build a building like this as opposed to just, you know, building a building? It seems like the stilt is a massive point of failure. And, like, you know, when it gets really windy, this whole thing will snap off at the fucking post. I don't know. It just seems slightly silly, and it kind of looks like a chicken foot, like Baba Yaga. I don't know. Oh shit, I've got my retinue now as well. Here we go. Armor upgrades, buy locally. That pays back into the peasantry as well when I buy locally. I recruit men-at-arms, who already owns basic military equipment. Ministralis, maybe? What is that? Promotes one of your citizens up, I guess. Oh no, these are my guy. Okay, this is my retinue. These 5 dudes are my retinue. I see. Okay, so I can like recruit more guys, but I customize each of them individually. That's insane. I thought this was like the whole group. He can speak several languages. He's a skilled musician. He enjoys playing jokes on his... Secretly pagan! I mean, if his mercenaries are just leaving, then maybe I could try and challenge him and take it over. Yeah, maybe. Well, screw it. I've already saved. Let's give it a shot. The battlefield for Walbrand. This is the battlefield location. It's not even in Walbrand, but alright. Status is that we're winning. Oh, so we just have to go to the battlefield. We're genuinely gonna have an actual battlefield fight. I kind of really like this. I kind of really like this system, actually. He brought a slightly bigger army. Hey, why you guys follow me home, though? Hey, okay, good. Whoa! This is my retinue and my spear militia. Against a couple of brigands. Look at these guys strolling towards us with their clubs. I'm gonna put my guys to stand my ground, and we'll see what happens. Oh! Okay, alright, not great that they all kind of decided to go for the retinue. Let's try and cave their flank in, shall we? God, what a mess this battle immediately became. I'm gonna leave the retinue in defensive mode whilst the spear militia do a flank. These guys are the hype men, they're in the back. I wish these guys would like collapse in a little. They don't seem very you know what? Let me try push forwards. Is this a third? Oh, a third brigand team has entered the battle. Okay, it looks like my guys are actually starting to push when I use the push forwards. That's nice. They're starting to really collapse in the circle. My glorious peasantry, their filthy unwashed banditry. All right, we've lost, now 3 militiamen. But the fight isn't over yet. I'm gonna slow down so we hopefully don't lose any more. Oh, I've lost 3 of my retinue! Oh, that's brutal. With that said, I'm still fairly certain we're gonna come away with the victory here. The enemy's looking a lot more likely to rout. One of their squads will rout soon, even. This one's about to flee as well. Come on. Yes, there we go. I am gonna back my retinue up so that I at least have 1 fucking survivor. There we go. I'm gonna bring him out and just keep him alright. You guys continue the fight. There we go. God, look at the field of corpses. We better clean it up before any necrophages start showing up. Well, it's nice to see that the only man who survived the fight is the guy who likes playing jokes on his fellow warriors. All of his friends are dead. Oh my god, I have 1.6k reputation influence now, rather. Let us claim! Press my claim towards a region. Alright, I needed a corpse pit for the battle. Let's just literally put it out on the battlefield, I guess. Now, what's interesting is it seems that each region is kind of self-managed, and you'll notice all the stuff up here is like its own info. And then we switch back over, and we're now in this town. And then we're in this town. It's interesting. I have not seen many games settle on a fully separated system. We can trade between our own regions as well. With the... hold on. With the pack station, which lets you swap between regions. Ooh, so you can choose what the settlement's gonna be, and then you choose what sort of starting supplies you send it. All right, we're gonna send ours an average amount of starting supplies. We're gonna get started nice and early. There we go. And I guess let's just get this region under construction. Oh, all right, so for each settlement, the development options are also unique. Oh, I like that even better. That means you can have like a trade settlement, you can have, you know, a sheep settlement, yada. You're actually encouraged to like specialize in these things. That's bloody cool. All right, in this case, I think we want to go for heavy plow because these guys can actually farm here. Like this build pattern I went is the worst. I wish I hadn't done any of it. I wish I'd mainly focused on trade to start with, but you know, you live and you learn. Or in my case, you starve to death and then you learn. Oh, that's insane. It actually makes it just $2. That is so good. All right, give me as much barley and flax as I need because I can now craft everything. The AI has, in what I can only refer to as a actually intelligent move, has cut me off from the neutral land. So this is my land, this is his. I don't think I stand a chance. How goes his, does he actually like use his land? No, he just seems to claim it and just, I guess he likes it, you know? I guess he just wants to have it. Right, yeah, so you can't just make them like freely swap goods back and forth. They have to actually get something in exchange. So in this case, swapping 1 wheat for 1 flax is fine because they're like of equal value, but if I was swapping, say, wheat for wooden parts, I'd need to bring, what, like 2.2 wheat. Wait, that was completely off, but whatever. I'm at 2.5, but anyway. I am going all in on the farming for this one. As you can see over here, we have 2 wheat fields, one that's gonna be, you know, alternate from the other one. There you go, there's the oxen! Whoa! Away he goes. Look at him plowing the fields. Seems, was it Viet or Viet? It's a cool name for oxen. Up here we have the flax fields, and down here we have the barley fields. The idea is we're basically just gonna trade all of this stuff back to the main town for any specialty goods we need. Because we're nearing the end of the recording, and you know, I think I haven't got much time left before I have to edit, and then we're doing the live stream tonight, let's wrap things up by buying a shitload of mercenaries. Let's wrap things up by buying one group of mercenaries. How do I... Oh, there we go. Sign the contract. Wait a second, I just realized they're both archers. I don't know why I didn't notice this at first. Either way, they're horribly ineffective right now because they're in a rainstorm, I think, but... Oh, that's sick! Oh my god, that fucked up a load of them. Oh my god! Come on, archers, finish them off! Alright, fuck it. I guess we're engaging in melee. How do we, How do I tell... Oh, holding Alt. There we go. Go! Oh my god, the point blank! Never mind, that worked. More dastardly bandit scum come to fight my mercenaries? Oh, what a shame. They're already arrayed. Oh, you can see the arrows coming in! Oh, that's so cool. God. God, archers are so scary in this game. They're accurate as hell, and they are tearing these poor guys up. Come on. And... Yep. That was all it took. So my final thoughts before I wrap up, I guess, because there doesn't seem to be much else happening right now. I think we're gonna call it here and save the rest for the stream, basically. But, I mean, overall, love the game. Seriously, very fun. The only real issue I have with it right now is I think it's gonna get pretty boring pretty quick, unfortunately. I'm not seeing a great late game here. Once I had my town set up, I was like, this is awesome. You know, I was getting through the trials and tribulations of building my town. The battlefield stuff, very cool. Though, it does definitely seem like you're gonna be relying on mercenaries for that, because I have a shitload of money now. Like, mercenaries are super cheap. Look at this. If I wanted to go for a whole band of them, that's $45, and I have $4,000. As opposed to how expensive it is to arm my guys, get them all equipped, and then put out a militia army. With that said, I do have 100 guys now. I could put out, like, probably a pretty decently sized militia, but it would bankrupt me to buy all the spears. I don't know. Maybe it becomes a lot more of a kind of military thing as it goes on, but it's just a bit odd because it seems like you're only ever gonna fight the Baron, you know, when claims go over. There's not really kind of any other moment where you have to worry too much. So it seems like, at least from where I'm sitting, again, it could be that I do this and some weird event happens, I don't know. But it seems that it's gonna be a case of wait for 2,000 influence, invade, fight a battle, win, wait for 2,000 influence, invade, fight a battle, win, wait for, you know, just keep doing that. And I don't think that's a great late game right now. I mean, the claiming region stuff, I like the battlefield idea, but he claimed all the regions super early when I had zero chance to oppose him. So I don't know. It was a little odd for me. I wish that happened a bit later so I could have actually, you know, had a fight with him and tried to push him back a little. Anyway, with that said, it does just seem like early access teething. Like, the game itself is very fun. The core is fun there. I just do kind of wish they do a little more with the late game. I don't really, like, I'm kind of lost in the late game is the main thing. I just don't really know what I'm meant to be doing now. I'm like, everything's working. I'm not, like, under threat of raiders anymore because I could easily fart out a bunch of militiamen or mercenaries or whatever, so I don't know. Game's having a bit of a weird moment for me around about now. Maybe I'll play again tonight and stream and I'll see whether I, you know, confirms the feeling or whether I missed something or whether the late game actually is a bit more fun than I thought. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Rimmy. If you haven't already, I mean, I imagine if you're at the end of the video, I'm probably not live right now. Hi to everyone who's seeing me when I'm not live. If you are, however, watching this video while I'm still live, go check out the Twitch stream in the link below. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.